If you were my girlfriend and I found out, it would have counted. Being drunk doesn't excuse everything. Girl, know your limit and keep your effing legs closed. Ooh, did you tell that to the bitch that OD'd in your bathroom? Okay, I'll call you back. Lamont started to think where Grimy would be if he'd never given him a record deal. It was becoming painfully clear that Grimes was no thug genius, more like an idiot savant. But that tag would not look so good on the cover of Rolling Stone. Lamont decided not to waste time going off further on his star rapper because it would make no difference anyway. You know this mother hoochie got the propensity to drug and grape women. That ain't the first one he did. Trust me. In life, what I tell you, if the ninja do some crazy shit, it's because they've done it before and gotten away with it. You're welcome. Grimy was grimy. And whatever Lamont thought of his personality, he sold records, lots and lots of records. And that was the name of the game. Daryl was in the guest house about to cop a feel off some cute party crasher when Lamont stormed in and, as usual, pissed all over his parade. Where's Mimi? Lamont shouted, as if Mimi was a toddler Daryl had lost at the mall. Around, Daryl said offhandedly, annoyed that Lamont expected him to babysit every artist on the label all the damn time and was now embarrassing him in front of this cutie who up until 10 seconds ago had thought Daryl was a ninja with real clout. Yeah, until she saw, is that Lamont? Lamont grabbed Daryl's arm and pulled him aside. Grimy put X in the drinks, he shouted, and I'm holding you responsible, you little bitch. Wait, the fuck am I the bitch for? That's your artist. Me? Daryl yelped. Why, it always gotta be my fault. I told you to watch over him, Lamont fumed, so he wouldn't do shiz like this. Now no one can find Mimi. Lamont pushed Daryl hard in the chest, causing him to tumble across the lawn. Where the F is she? Lamont screamed. Where? I don't know, Daryl yelled back, his palms skidding on the dewy grass. A few of the remaining guests who were outside looked over towards the commotion. Find her, Lamont shouted. Daryl glanced up, saw the cute party crasher peering through the window of the guest house, and thought about rushing Lamont, just taking his legs out and beating him senseless. He'd get fired. He'd be banished from Lamont's camp forever. Lamont would ruin his name in the industry, but at least he'd have his dignity. But before he could get to his feet, Lamont had stomped back to the main house. Daryl searched the property for half an hour to no avail. He flicked on the light in the pool house, got a quick glimpse of Lena and that loser Trey fooling around on the couch, turned the light back off and retreated, even more annoyed at Lamont's verbal and physical assault. Now I see how you have assistants that be talking about how their person that they work for be abusive to them. I don't get that. Don't put your hands on me, mother hoochie. Don't put your hands on me. But people be tolerating it because, like this book say, if he retaliates, then he's going to be banished forever from not just Lamont's camp, but the music industry. Lena never gave him any play, but she'd give it up to that boy band wigger. Forget Lena. Anyway, she was a user. Why is Lena a user when she round here buying $15,000 Jane. Those two probably deserved each other. Daryl stood on the far side of the pool, wondering where to look next. He hoped the party crasher was long gone and he'd never have to face her again. Then, with a mixture of relief and concern, he saw Mimi stumble out from between the tall stalks of the neighboring cornfield. She was barefoot, with dirt all over her face, hair, and white Lacoste polo dress. Ooh, girl, I had one of them. He ran up to her. Mimi, where'd you go? He said urgently. You all right? Country D, she gurgled. She placed her hands on his face, caressed his blotchy skin. You are so pretty. He was. He was pretty? Oh, yeah? Lamont's little princess was definitely drugged way the hell up. Great, Daryl thought. He's really gonna have my ass now. It ain't your fault. Lamont had been sitting on his bed for over 2 hours, listening to Mimi talk and talk and talk. Monty, do you really think I'm beautiful? Do you really think I have it? Do you really think ... Jordan had driven Ann Brown home in Ann's Mercedes, with Nate following in his car to bring Jordan back. Lamont planned on calling Ann tomorrow to apologize profusely and convince her it was best not to tell Bradley what had happened. He'd already asked Imani to figure out what kind of gift to send. The bitch might not remember. I mean, not that, not that I'm like, oh, get away with it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the bitch just may not remember. Yes, Mimi, Lamont cut her off, fearing she might go on with this do you really think thing for hours. Witnessing her behavior on X convinced him to never do it. He cringed at the idea of vomiting personal information the way Mimi was right now. But it was illuminating. Everything he might want to know about her was coming to the surface. I love Fat E, she swooned. He's the best. He let me write my whole part of our song, even though Daryl said it sucked. I've written a lot of songs. I have a notebook. ... Yes, he'd seen the notebook. But what was she saying about that Fat E song? Wait a second. You wrote the chorus? Daryl had not mentioned that. Lamont thought he should give some X to Daryl as a truth serum so he could find out what else that dwarf was doing behind his back. I just did it over and over until Daryl said it was okay. Was it okay? Was it? Yes, Mimi, Lamont interrupted. It's a big hit. You should be very proud. He put his face in his hands. He was never going to get to bed. Mimi told him about her ex-boyfriend, Jamal, who had gone to Georgia State on a football scholarship and immediately started dating someone else. Child, that be the breaks. No surprise there, Lamont thought. She'd gotten pregnant when he came home on a college break. When I called and told him, he told me to have an abortion, she said. Again, not a surprise. And I told him we were both responsible, she said. And you know what he said to me? Lamont had a feeling the word what would open the floodgates of emotion, but he couldn't help asking. Jamal said, if that's how you see it. Then she started sobbing, which confused Lamont because wasn't ecstasy supposed to keep you blissfully happy for the duration of the trip? He hated it when women cried. He massaged his temples. Yeah, he hate when women cry, but he's one of the biggest misogynistic pigs in the fucking book. Matter of fact, he is the biggest misogynistic pig in the friggin' book. He told me he loved me. I didn't even want to have the baby. But how could he have said that to me? I had the abortion, but I only told Toya. He wouldn't even pay for it. He didn't even care. He said he had another girlfriend. Well, then why did he sleep with me when he came home? Because that's what niggas do. Lamont was forced to console her, thinking the whole time, this is not how I plan to spend my holiday. Now she was admitting to sleeping with another guy. I didn't even like Floyd. He was a real player. Everyone called him Fuck Him and Flee Floyd. Ha, Lamont thought upon hearing the name. That was a good one. Mimi pouted and slapped him on the arm when she caught him laughing under his breath. Floyd told everyone, but I denied it, she said shamefully. I never let on to anyone it was true. So this was after that cat Jamal dumped you? Lamont said, obviously to his insensitivity. No, she said defensively. It was when Jamal first went away to Georgia State. Lamont frowned. So you cheated on him first? She leaned over and started slapping him on the back. I was drunk. It didn't count. I was drunk. It didn't count. Get off me, he said while thinking. If you were my girlfriend and I found out, it would have counted. Being drunk doesn't excuse everything. Girl, know your limit and keep your effing legs closed. Ooh, did you tell that to the bitch that OD'd in your bathroom? Okay, I'll call you back. Do you think I'm awful? Mimi whimpered, falling back against the pillows. Of course not. That guy took advantage of you, Lamont said, feeling very put upon. You've only slept with two people? The intimacy of this situation was making him uncomfortable. To lighten the mood, he cracked. Lena probably fucked two guys last week. So you think Lena's slut? No, he responded quickly. I didn't say that. See, this conversation was getting him in trouble. She was the one on drugs, but he was still getting caught out there. What Lena does is her business. I'm just saying, don't worry about it. So you don't think I'm a bad girl? She purred. Jordan had cleaned her up after her romp in the cornfield, and Mimi was now wearing Jordan's long white nightgown. It was damn near sheer. Ooh, why don't you show me how bad you can be, little mama? Lamont thought. She was turning him on. He could see those tiny but inviting breasts through the nightie.